Hello and welcome to ChapterSkip. I'm Mark.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Sean.
And we're bringing you movie reviews with a twist.
And today we're reviewing Non-Stop.
Non-Stop has been out for a couple of weeks here in the UK, and after much deliberation, we decided that we would go and catch this flick and give it the ChapterSkip treatment.
The movie comes to us from Spanish director Juan Cole Serra, who is the man behind Liam Neeson's other badass mystery movie, Unknown.
As well as the excellent Orphan from 2009.
Non-Stop stars the aforementioned Liam Neeson as a US Air Marshal called Bill Marks,
Who just so happens to like having a shot of booze in his morning coffee. But what do you expect? He's Irish. He also happens to be a miserable bugger coupled with a fear of flying, but that's not due to being Irish.
Other cast members include Julianne Moore as Jen, who Bill meets on the plane and shares a story or two with, Corey Stoll, or as I refer to him as Russo from House of Cards, and he plays a character called Riley. There's also Nate Parker, Michelle Dockery, and a man whose name I have a hard time in believing is actually real, and that's Scoot McNairy. I'm sorry, Scoot, but that is a really funny name.
On this particular day, Bill was travelling on a plane non-stop to London.
But before he can board, he first needs to spend some time being grumpy and glaring at people. Although he does prove that he has a soft side as well by reuniting a little girl with her lost teddy. One that looked a lot like Paddington Bear. Not f***ing Henry. What's the matter, Joe?
I lost my favourite toy.
I will find it, and I will return it.
Hey, little toy. Come on. Is that your toy?
You found him, mate! You found him! Thank you! You found Shaman!
What?
Shaman the pig!
It's a girl pig. It's called Pepper. Everybody knows Peppa Pig.
I'll call him Shaman.
Let's go jump in muddy puddles. You want that?
Once the plane is up in the air and Bill is feeling more calm and relaxed, something has to bloody spoil his journey.
And that's an air hostess who brings him a bottle of water instead of a gin and tonic. Worse than that though, just as Bill gets comfy, his phone starts bleeping and he receives a mysterious text message from an unknown number, which states that they are going to kill someone every 20 minutes unless $150 million is paid into their account. Naturally, Bill isn't happy about this and sets trying to identify the culprit and prevent anyone from being killed on the plane.
But if that did happen, then this would be a short film.
So, what actually happens is that there's soon a death on board, followed by Bill's bosses thinking that Bill himself may actually be the terrorist. And of course, the real terrorist is still mocking Bill with his cheeky little text messages that are shown to us as audience members as little floating boxes hovering above people's phones.
Did we also mention that Bill has a good luck charm?
And before you ask, no, it's not a four-leaf clover.
In fact, it's a special ribbon which was his daughter's when she was little. It's not just a good luck ribbon either, as Bill's daughter would tie the ribbon to a finger or toe at night, and in the morning Bill would have to guess where it was.
Sounds fun, right?
This is the mystic sword of omens and the sorcerer of
Right, boys, I think we're going to go to bed.
thunder.
Alright, mate. I'm going to finish watching Thundercats.
Okay.
Tiger, the The sword is alive.
Night.
But there are holes in it.
Night.
I'll go right ankle. That was fun. Text him back. Let's play round 2.
Oh, no way! I've seen enough diseased balls for one night, thank you very much.
Next, an all-balls special. Do my balls look big in this?
After joining the Mile High Club, or at least a strange version of it, Bill returns to his seat feeling like a champion for solving the mystery. When just in time his phone bleeps, which indicates that he's not quite as finished as he thought he was. So, the game continues until the final climax of the movie, where we find out that it was actually...
Well, you'll find out when you go and see the movie for yourself.
Now, the film started off quite well, I thought, as Bill frantically searched for who was making the threats, and as the culprit hadn't been revealed to the audience, it was nice to sit there for a while and think, who the hell is the bad guy?
Yeah, which I really enjoyed because it meant that I was involved in the movie the whole way through.
Unfortunately, the more the film progressed, the more the cracks began to show.
And towards the end, I was getting a little impatient as it seemed that the accusations went around the whole plane a couple of times and Bill was no closer to finding out who the culprit was. It kind of felt like the movie was stringing you along for a little too much time in my opinion.
And there were a lot of events in the movie that happened due to pure coincidence, with a lot of those coincidences then turning into plot conveniences. The bad guy's plan did feel a little dumb, and I do wonder how it all happened without anyone even noticing. At least until Bill panicked the entire plane anyway.
I also found the soundtrack and the score just to be a tad overzealous, where at one point in the movie I felt like I'd been smacked over the head with a violin and bow. Other than that though, I had a pretty good time watching the movie. Everything, for the most part, felt real, although there were a few points where you just had to turn your head and ignore the blatant breaking of physics and airport security. But I do have to say that the film was much better than I thought it was going to be.
The actors all played the roles pretty well, and obviously Liam Neeson was amazing.
And you can always rely on him for a badass performance. Although, I think my favourite character had to be the co-pilot, and not because he did anything heroic, only because he managed to slip the word whacker into a full-length feature film.
There was also the odd cool moment, and even one in particular that was a favourite of mine just due to the sheer cheesy silliness of whereby the plane dropped in altitude suddenly, causing an object that was on the ground to fly up into the air exactly when it was needed. It was a moment of the retarded meeting the cool, and I can't quite decide which side came out on top.
I felt this film was silly and over the top, but enjoyable nonetheless. What I did like was the guessing game all the way through, and then thinking, wait a minute, has Liam Neeson gone batshit while drunk, like I have many a times in my life, crying in a corner while being sick in my shoes?
I'm a big fan of movies that can build mystery, suspense and tension well, and for about 85% of this movie, it managed to do these things well. I wasn't overly happy with the ending, but the flick did enough to keep me entertained and guessing throughout. So, I'm going to recommend this to all of those out there that like a touch of mystery in their movies. And of course, dig themselves some Liam Neeson goodness.
This film was okay. If you turn off your brain and don't think too hard about anything, you can sit back and enjoy seeing Liam Neeson doing very Liam Neeson-y type things. But even if you do manage to overlook all the moments that don't really make a lot of sense and are there just for plot convenience, there's still nothing here to make this stand out. You won't hate the movie, but ultimately, you won't care that much about it either.
Thanks for watching this non-stop movie review. If you agree or disagree with our opinions of the movie, then please let us know by posting a comment down below. Please don't forget to subscribe to ChapterSkip for updates and more. You can also see that info on our Facebook and Twitter pages. Links to those and our podcast channel are available in the video description. Thanks.
Turning into plot conveniences. And the blood.
Blood!
What a blood!
Blood, blood!
It was a moment of the retarded meeting the cool. And I'm not sure which side came out on top.
I'm confused. Wind him up.
That's not where my crank handle is.